I have to ask, just back to jiu-jitsu for a little bit. What's your favorite submission? Now that you've been doing it, how do you like to submit your opponent, Mark
Oh,
Zuckerberg?
I mean,
Well, but first of all, do you prefer no gi or gi jiu-jitsu? So gi is this outfit you wear that is maybe mimics clothing, so you can choke.
well, it's like a kimono. It's like the
Kimono.
traditional martial arts or
Yeah,
kimono.
pajamas
Pajamas.
that you could choke people with. Yes,
Well, it's got the lapels.
yes.
Yeah. So I like jujitsu. I also really like MMA.
Mhm.
And so I think no gi more closely approximates MMA. And I think my style is maybe a little closer to an MMA style. So like a lot of jujitsu players are fine being on their back, right? And obviously having a good guard is a critical part of jujitsu, but in MMA you don't want to be on your back, right? Because even if you have control, you're just taking punches while you're on your back. So that's no good.
Do you like being on top?
My style is I'm probably more pressure and yeah and I'd probably rather be the top player, but I'm also smaller, right? I'm not like a heavyweight guy, right? So from that perspective, I think like it's especially because if I'm doing a competition, I'll compete with people who are my size, but a lot of my friends are bigger than me, so back takes probably pretty important, right? Because that's where you have the most leverage advantage, right? Where people, your arms are very weak behind you, right? So being able to get to the back and take that pretty important. But I don't know. I feel like the right strategy is to not be too committed to any single submission.
But
That said, I don't like hurting people, so I always think that chokes are a somewhat more humane way to go than joint locks.
yeah, and it's more about control. It's less dynamic. So you're basically like a Habib Nurmagomedov type of fighter.
So let's go. Yeah, a back take to a rear naked choke. I
Okay,
think is
back
like the
take. All right.
clean
Thank you.
way to go.
Straightforward answer
Yeah.
right there.